What is up, real estate family? My name is Mr. W. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, it's definitely been a while since I showed my face in front of the camera. It's definitely been a minute. Typically do a little bit more interactive whiteboard demonstrations and videos. So today I just wanted to try and fuse the two. Want to see how both of them will work out. Just speak a little bit here in the beginning and then hop over to my laptop. Okay, so today's video is just all about websites and the real truth about websites and why, you know, some of you guys have been sold a dream, some of you guys have been sold a lie about websites. And even though, yes, websites are effective, don't get me wrong, okay, websites are effective, but there comes a time and place for it, as well as landing pages. Okay, so I'm going to differentiate the difference between the two and why you need both. Okay, if you have one, that's fine, but you're not really, you're not necessarily 10xing your effectiveness to generating more leads if you just have one and not both. Okay, so I always like to say websites are more on the brochure side of things. Okay, they look pretty, they look good, they give you a little bit more information about what you do and how you can help them. And then the landing pages is really taking the relationship further. Okay, this is where you're providing tons and tons and tons of value through either an ebook or just anything that they need to get, right? So that you can then generate more leads in terms of them coming into your contacting list. Now the problem here is that most websites try to integrate the landing page element into it as well. I'm sure you've realized with certain websites, you've got this whole thing of, hey, subscribe to our notification or 1, 2, 3, right? And most people, are immune to such offers right now. They know that you're just trying to get their email addresses so that you can spam them, right? The whole typical newsletter thing, it doesn't work anymore, okay? So websites are just really great in order for you to get more information, right, about the company, right? Just so they know that you're credible. Sort of like having a social media site, okay? Sort of like having a social media page, okay? Yes, you need a social media page, but at the same time, instead of just having a social media page where you're just spamming people about what you do, you want to provide value, okay? So the main reason why websites are important, I'm going to go through my laptop and explain a little bit further, is because they're great for brochures and they're great to show credibility. Okay, main reason why is because we've been programmed, okay, and been wired in our brains now, right, as us as millennials and even those Gen Xers and baby boomers and the younger ones, our successors, is that having a website puts you in a position of authority. Whether you're someone new, whether you're someone established, if you have a website, you are credible. If you don't have a website, then, that's when people start to become sketchy and skeptical that this could be a scam kind of thing, okay? So websites are great for credibility, hence why I said it's great for them. It's great for brochures, right? It's just great to look good and look pretty. But, okay, that isn't enough. You still want to transfer that value and take that relationship from just having that typical first interaction with them online to creating that relationship, taking it a step further. And that's where landing pages work extremely well. So I'm actually just gonna go to my laptop, show you guys exactly how to do it, or let me rather say on the differences between the two, how they look, okay, and essentially why you need both of them to make your advertising strategies 100 times more successful and more effective, also, as well as how you can differentiate yourself from other real estate agents. You guys should definitely know that my strategies are all about, how you can differentiate yourself from the typical real estate agent who has just a website, a bland social media page, and is your typical real estate agent who doesn't really know much, right? Post the same things every single day, have a few listings. Oh, this house is not going to be in the market for too long, kind of post. They're boring, they don't show themselves online. Instead, they hide behind the computers, they hide behind the brand. You don't want to be that person, okay? You want to be someone who is you, okay? And you want to just essentially show your personality, show who you are, get people to know, like, and trust you, because your particular and your certain mannerisms, how you speak, your tonality, your bubbliness, your confidence, all of that you exude behind camera or, through, showing examples of your listings or through your social media posts, right? Where you just talking about what you think about certain things about the market and real estate and even your value posts, right, or where you're giving out value through ebooks, etc., that is all, it's amalgamating into people knowing, liking, and trusting you, because now you have a brand. Okay, so instead of just having your typical Walmart dollar t-shirt, okay, you don't want to just be a dollar t-shirt like everyone else that is accessible. Okay, you want to be more on the higher end. Your t-shirt should be around $150 because you have a brand. That's the reason why luxury brands like Gucci and Balenciaga and all those high premium brands can always charge more and will never suffer recessions. Why? Because one, they've got a brand. Two, yes, they're accessible, but only to the right people. Okay, so enough with all the chit chat. Let me head over to my laptop and let's get started with this video. All right, guys, so I just want to show you a quick example, or just a couple of examples that's really going to help me illustrate my point. Okay, so look, the huge difference between a website and a landing page. Okay, let me just get this in over here. So the difference between a website, okay, and a landing page is very simple. Okay, website is all about looking good, looking pretty, right? Showing a lot of credibility, showing who you are, showing what you do, how you can help them, okay? But the problem with websites is that, one, it's very hard for you to track it, okay? To track action. I mean, yes, there are tools, like heat mapping, etc., but there's no direction, okay? So it's difficult to track. There's no direction, okay? And number three, it really is just it's a glorified flyer, it's a glorified brochure, right? All you're just really doing is selling yourself and what you can do and how you can help them. Okay, that is it. Okay, now the problem is certain websites or certain people will try and add in an element of landing pages within the website, right? Which can work. I'll show you an example, but again, it's 50-50 because the website, there's just too many things going on. Okay, this is what's happening. There's too many things going on into a website, right? Because they want to look at their contact page, who they are, what they do, the block section. There's just too many things, so that distracts you. Okay, whereas with the landing page, the goal for a landing page is for your consumer to take one thing and one thing only, which is one action. Okay, so you are basically leading your consumer to take one action. Okay, so that is just getting them to take one goal, because that one goal, okay, is gonna potentially make you money. That's the benefit around the landing page, right? So landing page has no distractions. Websites has a ton of distractions. Okay, so notice how a landing page is simple with one goal, and then a website, on the other hand, is there's multiple distractions with multiple angles all over the place. Okay, so this is not conducive if you want to make money. Okay, but it is great if you want recognition, if you want credibility, if you want to show that, yes, websites work best. But landing pages, if you really want to make money, okay, landing pages work best. Okay, over time, they will build credibility, okay, and build your reputation. But from the onset, a website does that. However, it depends. Do you want credibility or do you want money? And then credibility. It's entirely up to you. Well, they both work. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys an example right now. Just clean this up, okay? So this example, right? Let me just pre-frame you guys with some context. So let's say you are browsing through a website, okay? These are two completely different products, by the way. So let's just say you're browsing through the website, through a magazine, any magazine, right? Your favorite magazine, okay? You're browsing through your favorite magazine and then you come across two ads, okay? So I'm going to show you one ad and then I'm going to show you the other one, okay? And then I want you guys to be honest with yourselves and tell me exactly which one would compel you, all right, to take action immediately, okay? So let's say the first page you see this beautiful ad, okay? It's a Gucci guilty. You're familiar with the brand. The brand is credible. Why? Because it's Gucci. It's been around for multiple years. They've got someone famous here. I think his name is, what's his name again? I forgot his name. But I know he's an actor. He's a famous actor. And I mean, look, it's a beautiful ad. He's good looking guy, is attractive. So essentially what this ad is just telling you is that if you spray this, you're going to become attractive. You're going to get people to look into you. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Okay. These ads are effective, okay, for products like this. Okay. Because what they're doing is that they boosting your ego. Okay. And this is actually an ad strategy which has been profiled in the book called, I think it's Cashvertising. I have did a video about cashvertising, about the things that I learned about the Life Force 8, the 8 things that us as humans cannot crack, our 8 biggest desires. Yes. So this definitely does get into it, right? This boosts your ego. This can do 2 things, right? It can either help boost your ego, right? Your existing ego, okay? Or what it can do is that it can basically help you, right? Produce an ego that you didn't have, So the nice thing about an ad like this is that it works effectively if the brand is there, okay? And if you have attractive people. Now, according to science, we trust attractive people. Attractive people really help sell, right? If you have an attractive person who's got sex appeal, things like that sell. Whether it is a male or female, it works all the time. So based on science, if someone attractive is selling something or, is posing for a particular product or is endorsing a particular product or brand, it works incredibly well. And especially if they're famous, that goes 10x, because this is where we get into influencer marketing, etc. I'm not going to go into all of that, but that's the whole purpose of an ad like this. Okay. Now notice with this ad how it's simple. Okay. There's not too many distractions, but there's really nothing you can do. It doesn't really compel you, to go and buy this cologne. If anything, you just look at it. Oh, okay, nice ad, and you move over. Okay, you move on. However, let's say you flip over to the next page. Boom, and now you see this. Okay. Now again, it's all dependent on the market. Okay. Obviously, this would work for the younger market, millennials, and their successors. So probably the Gen Zs, right? Yes, the Gen Zs, people who are born after the millennials. Okay. Now this will work immensely well for them. Okay. Someone who's an adult, not so much. Okay. But the purpose of this video is just to show you the difference between the two. Okay. So now look at this, very simple. Doesn't necessarily compel you to go and get the actual product. But when you look at this, take a look at this, okay? So firstly, straight off the bat, save $700 or more when you register now. What is this thing about? So as you can see, it's an old man, and obviously this is a conversation that he's having with himself, and he's like, if the recession is over, why are my patient count still down? So clearly this is something that is targeting doctors, okay? So this could even just be in a doctor magazine, okay? Doctor-oriented magazine. Because Gucci, regardless of whoever, regardless how old you are, right? This, if you're an old man, this will make you feel young. This will make you feel sexy. This will make you feel, masculine and strong. If you're young, it's really just going to accentuate, what you already have. Okay. But now when we're looking at this, it says, let practice builders show you how to jumpstart your own recovery to bring your new patient numbers back up. So what are they selling? We immediately know that practice builders is going to help you get more patients, okay, into your practice. So I'm not going to read through all of this. You can pause it if you want to actually analyze it. But as you can see, what they're doing here is that they're providing value, right? It's not just an image and say, hey, if you want new patients, if you want new patients, we are practice builders 1, 2, 3, right? They're giving value, okay? And the nice thing about it is that they're stepping into the mind of the consumer. So for example, practices that planned ahead are suffering the least, okay? And then it also talks about, and you don't have to either, because it's not too late to put a turnaround into your own motion. So providing value, but one thing that's very important here is buy one, get one free. Register within the next 30 days and bring along an additional member of your staff for free. That's almost like doubling your investment right away. Okay, so instantly they're selling something. Okay, so how do you register? Boom, there's the number that you call, and there's the extension number. And they're also mentioning that they've got workshops coming to 123, 123. So the differences between these two ads, this ad has got a call to action and this ad has got a goal, right? It's leading their prospects into one direction, which is to register so they can buy one and get one free. Okay, that is the entire goal. Okay, I mean, save $700 or more when you register now. So they have a goal. right? Sort of like when I spoke about, landing pages, they have a goal. They want to take you to a specific process. They want you to go in one direction, okay, which is to register now and call in this number, okay? Whereas with this ad, there's no call to action. There really is no direction, okay? It really is up to the person to decide if whether or not they would be interested or not, okay? So in order to get someone, in order for you to urge anyone, to either work with you or get your content or whatever it is, this works best because the intention is set from the get-go, okay? We already know what they're selling, who they help, and what I'm gonna get. We know what's my benefit from getting this specific thing that's going to help me, okay? Whereas with this, we leave it all to mind, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys another example of a successful real estate agent, okay, who is Josh Altman, okay? So this is his website. Now, obviously, it's an over-the-top website. It's, you can tell, okay? It's all over the place. I mean, look, you see he's got a video here showing of properties that he's done, some pictures, things about him, right? Exclusive properties. So there's just so many properties to choose from. And then he also shows that he's part of the $1 million listing. And then he's also showing his credibility, training and speaking. Like, can you see this is busy? There's just so many things. And there's also tabs here at the top and who to call and how to call. Here's the thing, all right? Look at this. This is distracting, okay? Because you don't know where to start, right? Maybe you want to browse a few homes. Maybe you just want to see a video here. But the problem with this website is that it's all over the place. And remember when I said that the thing about websites that really kill the conversion rates is the fact that it's all over the place. It's too busy. It's too distracting. Okay, so this is literally distracting your people. This is distracting your potential visitors, your users, because there's just too many things going on at once. And if anything, if your prospects are confused, you're not going to sell anything at all. Okay, whereas opposed to this, look at the difference between this and this. Okay, this is his landing page. This is where he's selling his training. Okay, exclusive free training with the world's leading real estate expert. Okay, we've got a video here and it says enter your information below and get my 5 tips to 7 figures video series for free. Okay, all it does is that it shows you what you're going to learn from this one video, okay, and who he is. And guess what? Another call to action. Get instant access to the videos now. Very simple, straight to the point, okay? Ideally, I would even suggest to him that he just cuts it instead of having all of this here. All he just has to do is add it into that one page, right? So he can actually add the secrets and put them here, okay? All of this is unnecessary. He can do that in the video, okay? It can literally just be this. But look at the purpose between this video and that, okay? Here, there's really no call to action. It really is just, like whatever you want to pick on, you can pick and choose, okay? So it's sort of like a brochure. You can just look at whatever you want to look at, but there's no call to action, right? Nothing. Okay, I mean, yes, there's get in touch, but again, this is typical website. This typical website strategy. There's really hardly any other people that would do this. Yes, there are a percentage, but it's a very small minority group of people. Whereas with this is straight to the point. Okay, it tells you what you need, what's going to happen when you fill in your details, and is this thing for free or not, and getting instant access immediately. He's got 2 call to actions, and he's also showing you what you're going to get with this. Okay, so if you guys want to really 10x and maximize, your lead generation efforts, I would suggest that you have a website and you have a landing page. A landing page, this is where I would suggest that you start putting ads, right? Start putting money, start investing in Facebook advertising, Google advertising to get traffic onto your landing page. Okay, and then once they've done filling in their details and all of that, right, you can actually refer them to your website. Okay, so this is how you first build money. You make money, right, by getting them into your contact list, because they could be a potential client. And then afterwards, you give them a link to your website and then they can check you out. And this is where you can build your credibility. So instead of just using one strategy, you use both. So if you guys got a lot of value from the video, smash the like button as well as clicking on the notification bell just so that you're notified each and every single time that I upload. And if you got tremendous insight from this particular video, don't be hesitant to smash the like button as well. Comment down below what you guys think below. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video.